San Diego County is heating up after a relatively mild summer. Temperatures reached triple digits in the inland valleys and deserts, and along with the heat, high fire advisories. This week alone, CAL FIRE has been involved in fighting 5 brush fires throughout the county. And joining me now with the latest information about what you can do to prepare for fire season is Captain Mike Mohler, and he's the Public Information Officer for CAL FIRE. Thank you so much for being here, Captain Mohler.
Thank you for having us.
So give us an update. What's the latest on the fires burning in the county right now?
Right now, the active fires in the county, the forward progress of all those fires has been stopped. Most of them are around 90% contained. Some of them are 100% contained. And we're keeping resources out there just as we come to the tail end of this heat wave to make sure that those fires are all buttoned up.
So 4 out of the 5 contained, nearly stopped. What helped firefighters stop these fires from progressing and threatening homes?
Multiple times a year, not only CAL FIRE here in San Diego, but statewide, and also all the other fire agencies here in San Diego, we go to what's called a staffing pattern. And weeks prior to a heat wave or any type of fire weather that comes in, we assess that, and then we staff additional resources in critical areas, so we have additional staffing to respond to those fires in a high fire danger
So you've been proactive.
Absolutely.
What about the heat, the heat wave that we experienced? How come that didn't pose an extra problem?
Well, we did have the heat, but this heat wave had what we call a monsoonal flow, and I'm sure as your viewers saw, we had the thunderstorm buildups. We did have over 70 lightning strikes throughout the county, if not more. But what happens is it was a humid storm. We had a lot of precipitation, which knocked the fires down. What that also contributes to is when we have a fire, we call it a rate of spread, how fast that fire is moving. What happened during this heat wave is our fuel moistures were up, meaning that even in the dead fuels, we had high fuel moistures. And what that does is as the fire comes through, it actually slows the progress of the fire. Firefighters can get in there quicker and hold them to a smaller acreage.
Do you know what started any of these fires?
We did. On the Monte fire, which was handled by the United States Forest Service, that was actually children playing with fire. And then the Santa fire, which was a CAL FIRE area fire, we had an automotive spark. It was a part from a vehicle that went into the brush off the highway.
So we know, living in San Diego County, things start to heat up now, late summer. So what are you most concerned about as an agency as we see things get hotter and as perhaps the risk increases?
Our major concern is the public. Is the public ready? California has experienced some of the largest wildfires in California's history. We want to know that the public and the residents of San Diego are prepared. Do you have your defensible space? Do you have your evacuation plan? And if not, it's time to do it. You need to have those things done. And it's not only for the public safety, but also for the public safety responders that are going into that area.
We hear a lot about defensible space. Quickly remind our viewers what that means. Defensible
space, depending on what the area you live in, you need to check with your local fire department. If you're in a CAL FIRE area, we ask that you have a 100-foot clearance from your structure, meaning that there's a defensible space around your home. We talk about defensible space not only from the homeowner, but also for the fire agency. When an engine comes into a neighborhood, they have to assess that neighborhood. That defensible space also protects your structure, but it also gives those firefighters an area to get in there and defend your home, hence the defensible space. So 100-foot clearance is what we ask.
Captain Mohler, when you talk to people who have had to leave their home because of fire danger or perhaps even lost their home, what's the one thing they tell you they wish they would have known ahead of time?
Here in San Diego, and we've been at fires across the state, but oddly enough, is medications. Homeowners have a plan, but a lot of times they forget their medications. I remember here in 2007, working on the Harris fire, one of our biggest requests for homeowners to return was to go and get prescriptions, because a lot of those vital services, if we have a major fire, may not be intact as far as contacting a doctor or your pharmacy. So medications, and that's part of your Ready, Set, Go program. Have those things ready to go.
So they ought to know what they're packing just in case. And so this isn't something that, you know, probably will never happen. If you live out in sort of the backcountry, it's pretty likely that it could happen.
Absolutely. We always tell the people that we serve that it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And we want to make sure here in San Diego and across the state of California, we have year-round fire season, and you have to be prepared. That's what we deal with here in California.
So if our viewers want to learn more about it, there's a website, isn't there, where people can go?
There is. It's called readyforwildfire.org, and what that will do is refer you to a website that will help you with what we call the Ready, Set, Go program, that evacuation plan that every resident should have.
Thanks, Captain Mohler, for being here.